Hey you guys, and welcome back to Brand Slam Week. Today we are doing a review, wear test, first impressions on the new ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation and concealer. I'm going to try and wear it for the rest of the day. I'm filming this during my lunch break right now. So it's around 12 o'clock right now, and I will try and do a check-in midday, like around 4:30, right when I finish work. And then I will do a final check-in around 8 o'clock or maybe even 9 o'clock at night. Hope you guys are enjoying Brand Slam Week so far. In case you are new to my channel, I am posting a video every day this week, 7 days in a row on ColourPop. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and let's just go ahead and get started. I think I'm gonna leave out the primer today. I just wanna see how the foundation applies without a primer, but I am gonna use my usual setting spray. Just so you guys know, I always use a setting spray when I'm wearing makeup, so I'm just gonna stick to my usual routine. This is what the foundation looks like. It's their ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. The shade I got was the shade Light 70W. On the box, it says that this is a hydrating foundation with skin perfecting medium buildable coverage for natural, healthy looking skin. That's exactly what I look for in foundation, so I'm really excited to try this. Dermatologist tested, oil-free, and vegan. It says it's ideal for all skin types. It has hyaluronic acid that is known to hydrate and support healthy looking skin. It also has coconut water, which is known to support hydration and skin softness. I have normal combination skin, combination in the summertime, and then mostly like normal to normal dry in the winter. It is a plastic bottle, but it does come with a pump. Oh, it's really like liquidy. It's kind of like dripping down. I don't actually prefer foundations with a pump. I like foundations that come in like a squeezy tube. That's my preferred foundation packaging. So the smell, it's like a faint scent. It's not super fragrance, which is nice. I don't like super fragranced products. This is blending out really nicely on this side of my face. Just using my buffing brush from BH Cosmetics. I think for this type of foundation, like when it's really liquidy or like thinner, I prefer to use a brush, not a sponge. But that looks really nice on the skin. Obviously, it's a lighter coverage. I like that in a foundation. I prefer lighter coverage foundations. I basically used like almost all of that pump on one side of my face. But this is the side that no foundation. I'm like really splotchy looking today. And this is the side with foundation. So you can tell it's done a fairly decent job of like evening out the pigmentation on my face. Still natural, but a little cleaner, I guess. I'm just applying another half a pump maybe for the other side of my face. I don't know why my face is so splotchy today. It's kind of weird. It is blending out really easily though. Like this is taking little to no effort to blend out with this brush. It's kind of like a dense, flat kabuki brush. I also love the color. I get really nervous about ordering foundations online, obviously, because it's tricky to get it right. When I am picking my shade, I always go for whatever is listed under light, medium, and neutral undertones, or if they offer it, I will go with olive undertones. That kind of seems to work for me, like neutral or olive undertones. If there is no option for that, I pick yellow or I pick warm. Sometimes golden, because I know some brands use golden. So that feels really lightweight on the skin. It kind of feels tacky when I touch it, but I can't feel it on my face right now. I'll give you guys the close-up shot so you can kind of see it. I'm actually really liking how this foundation is looking on my skin so far. It was easy to apply. It has just the right amount of coverage. Still lets my freckles and blemishes shine through, but it does make my skin look a little bit more even, smoother. Makes my skin look a little bit more flawless. Like it's kind of that perfect no makeup foundation. I really like how it's sitting on my skin right now. Like I can barely feel it. So I am going to apply the concealer. This is their Pretty Fresh concealer. I picked up the shade Light 50W. I wanted something close to my skin tone, but just a little bit lighter than the foundation. It says that it's a long-wearing, full coverage, creamy concealer infused with hydrating ingredients for a natural, fresh finish. It's dermatologist tested, oil-free, gluten-free, paraben-free, and ideal for all skin types. I'm just gonna start with a little amount. I don't like to apply too much concealer because I don't like a heavy makeup look generally, but I'll usually do like a little swatch under my eyes, around my nose area, on my chin, and sometimes around my mouth because I feel like my mouth tends to be a little bit uneven with the coloration, and then in the center of my forehead. The smell of this is a lot stronger than the foundation. Like, this smells like paint. I'm just gonna take my little Sephora brush and blend this out. This color looks pretty good though. It's like a nice olive yellowy undertone, not too dark and not too light. It's like the perfect skin color for me, and I think I could actually even use it as like just on my skin without a foundation underneath. Blending out really easily with a brush. Let's check the under eyes. I mean, it's sort of covering up my dark circles. I wouldn't say it has full coverage. I mean, I didn't use that much. I don't like to use that much concealer, so I kind of know that it's always going to be a little bit less coverage on me. Okay, so that is the concealer on. I didn't do that much, I don't feel like, so we'll see how it lasts. I'll see how it holds up under my eyes, if it creases or anything. I am going to set it because I always set my concealer. I don't think I'm going to set the foundation. It feels like it's set already, like it doesn't feel sticky anymore. I'm going to apply bronzer, blush, eyebrows, and lipstick, I think, and I might come back on to do the eyes on camera because I want to try out some ColourPop products. So I will be back to finish the eyes. Okay, I am back. We are going to finish the eyes on camera. Just so you guys know what else is on my face, I'm wearing my Physicians Formula Sculpting Stick Bronzer. I'm wearing the ColourPop Between the Sheets Super Shock Cheek Blush, and I set just my, like the center of my face, like wherever I applied that concealer, I set it with my Milani Prep Set and Glow, and then I used the Catrice HG Active Performance Freezing Spray. Also, it is 12:12 right now. I'm just gonna call the check-in time maybe 12:15 for the foundation and the concealer, but let's do the eyes on camera. I wanted to use their new Creme shadow formulas. These are like cream pots. I have the shade Flagstaff, and I also have the shade Prickly Poppy. So let's start with Flagstaff. This is the color. It's such a pretty color, but I think I'm gonna maybe apply it with my finger first and then maybe blend it out with a brush. Oh, that's really pretty, but also a lot more pigmented than I thought it was gonna be. Kind of blending that in a little bit with my finger. I'm gonna be using this little brush from e.l.f. It is their like Aqua Beauty brush that I like to use for cream eyeshadows. I'm gonna take a little bit of the product directly on the brush and apply it. I'm just going to the same thing on the other side. It's a really pretty shade though. It has these, like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it has these little like almost glitter particles in it. Like not like heavy duty sparkles or anything, but I can kind of see it. Like in the pan I can kind of see it. It has a little bit of glitter in it, and I can see the little flecks of gold on my eyes as well. Okay, that's like pretty orange. Oh, not really what I wanted. I'm just going to drag a little bit under my eye. I didn't add any additional product. I just was not expecting to have such orange eyes today. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Prickly Poppy, and I think I'm going to take my finger with this one as well. This one feels a little bit more dry, like less creamy than that other shade. This might actually help tone down this orangey look. I'm just going to apply some of Prickly Poppy on top. kind of more on the mobile part of my lid. Just going to take that same brush and blend. It does feel like these cream shadows feel pretty, they feel like they've dried down. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Like they don't feel dry, but when I'm taking my brush to blend them out, they feel like they've like dried. So hopefully that means they're gonna stay on my eyes for a long time. I'm gonna take the other end of this brush and I'm going to grab some of this prickly poppy shade and I'm going to line my lower lash line with this. So with the prickly poppy shade, you can definitely see the gold flecks more. I feel like they're really standing out more. It's probably not the smoothest application. Like I said, I'm filming this during my lunch break, so I'm trying to get through this a little quicker than normal. I'm gonna line my eyes with the gel liner in Jupiter from ColourPop that I showed you in the first impressions. I just feel like I need to add more brown to the lower lash line. And I'm just gonna take my brush and blend that in a little bit. Just quickly apply some mascara and then a lip color, and then we can wrap up this portion of the video. Okay, mascara is on. These two shades are growing on me. I was kind of scared of the Flagship shade at first because it was really, really orange, but I really love this prickly poppy shade. Like, I'll zoom you guys up. So hopefully you can see the glitters on the lid. Really, really like that prickly poppy shade. Forgot to do lipstick, so I'm going to just take this lip oil from ColourPop. This is their, I think it's new. It's their lip oil in the shade Local Time. Ooh, that feels nice. It's just kind of clear. Like, I thought it would be darker online, but once it's applied, it's just kind of a clear oil. It is 12:24. I have 6 minutes, and then I'm going to go back to work. This is what it looks like on my face. I'll give you guys a close-up shot. I think it actually looks really nice on the skin. It's nothing, like, special. Like, I don't think the foundation or the concealer is wowing me. Sometimes when I try on a new product, like a new foundation or a tinted moisturizer, like, I immediately know I love it and there's something special about it. In this case, I don't see anything like super special or amazing about this product. It does look nice. It applied nicely. I liked the coverage and I like the finish of it. It's just kind of a normal foundation to me. So we will see how it wears throughout the day. The next time I check in will be in about 4 hours at at 4:30. That is the finished makeup look. I will see you guys at 4:30. So it is currently 4:36 in the afternoon. Kind of worn away on my, like, around my nose area. I've been kind of blowing my nose a little bit today. I always blow my nose. I have like allergies. Besides that, it's holding up pretty well everywhere else. The eyeshadow is holding up pretty good. It hasn't smudged around too much. I haven't had a very active day, just work, you know, working from home. Haven't even left my house. It looks pretty decent. Like, I can't really complain about how it looks. Again, it's just not my favorite foundation. I feel like I've had foundations look better at the halfway mark. I don't know, I just kind of was expecting more from this foundation, I think. We'll check in again with you guys at the end of the day, 8 o'clock, 8:30. I'll try and get in at least another 4 hours of wearing makeup, so I will see you guys at the end of the night. Hey guys, it is 8:02 in the evening, and I know that I wanted to keep it on for a little bit longer, but I forgot that I have to do a midterm this week for the course that I'm taking, and I have to write like an essay. It's like an essay format midterm. I have to start writing it because it's due this week. So that's fun, but also I just wanted to take off my makeup, change into my pajamas, and just sit on my couch and write this midterm. It's been about 8 hours since I first applied the foundation, and this is what it is looking like. I do apologize for the lighting. Obviously, I can't use natural lighting for this check-in, so we're just dealing with my ring light. But despite the ring light, I do feel like the foundation does look pretty greasy on my skin. It definitely looks shiny. I feel like my face is greasy. It doesn't like feel greasy like when I touch it. Well, a little bit, but like not that much. It doesn't actually feel that oily. It just looks very dewy. I'm not sure how I feel about it. And this is only at the 8-hour mark, and I'm used to wearing foundations for like 12 hours when I have an actual work day where I'm going into the office. I'm used to longer hours, longer days, and if this is what it's looking like at the 8-hour mark, and I haven't had a very strenuous day at all, I've been at home and didn't really do much physical activity. So if this is what it's looking like after a pretty easy 8 hours, I'm not looking forward to what it would look like after like a 12-hour day. It's kind of emphasizing pores a little bit. Like I can tell on this side of my face where it looks especially shiny, I can definitely see some pores poking through. Also on my forehead, I feel like I can see texture a little bit more than when I first applied it. It hasn't really faded at all. I think the only area that's faded is around my mouth and my nose. That happens to me all the time. Foundation will always wipe away around my mouth and nose area. Also, I filmed a lip swatch video today, so I was removing lipsticks, and I think that took away some of the foundation from that area as well. But other than like the mouth nose area, it hasn't really faded or broken down anywhere else. Like I don't feel like it's doing that like separation thing that some foundations do, especially dewy foundations on my skin. Sometimes they will like break apart and separate, whereas this one, I don't feel like it's doing that. Other than the shine, it does look pretty good. It still feels pretty comfortable on my skin. I think it's a pretty decent foundation, not one of my favorites at this point. That might change as we head into the colder months when my skin tends to lean more onto the dry side. Those are kind of my final thoughts on the foundation. Oh, I totally forgot I'm wearing the concealer too. The concealer has not creased. It still looks pretty good under my eyes. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look oily under my eyes. It doesn't look crepey. It doesn't look like it's settled into any of the lines. So the concealer actually looks pretty good. I think I mentioned it before, but concealers are never really a big deal to me. So as long as it kind of diminishes my dark circles a bit and doesn't look cakey under there, I don't mind it. And the eyeshadow has been a huge surprise. Like there's no creasing at all. All the sparkles are still on my lid from that prickly poppy shade. No complaints there. Love the eyeshadows. Concealer's pretty good. The foundation is nice. It's just maybe not my cup of tea. That sums up this video and this wear test. Thank you guys as always for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. And I will see you in tomorrow's.